Besides you, I'm saying you.
I was hit by a fighter, Ronnie Lyles, back in 1976.
And it's still hurting?
He hit me so, yeah, he hit me so hard it didn't hurt.
Oh.
I remember thinking, how did I get on the canvas? Yeah. Why am I in this business? Yeah. Why should I get up? Yeah. Boom, I'm down again. Yeah. That was hard. That's as hard as
But you get back in the ring after that?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. Is there a shrink in the house?
Yeah.
I need counsel.
Would you get in the ring with Mike Tyson if you were Evander Holyfield?
You know what? Mike Tyson is a good boxer. He has some things going right and wrong sometimes. And has been a great champion, but sure.
But the whole package?
Holyfield, no. I wouldn't get back in there.
If you were him?
No, you got to make sure there's no salt dripping around on you.
Yeah. But you need a good brain, don't you? As much as you need to be able to hit hard, you still got to be able to, you can outthink, can't you, another fighter?
Oh, sure.
And that's what it's all about.
It's all about.
Geez, you know what? Can we call you Aussie George Foreman? you feel like it feels like you've been with us for ages.
I'm starting to be overcome by the fumes.
I love it. I
You know what?
can't
Before anything happened, you know there's a rumor about chicken.
Yeah.
No taxes.
Yes,
So
that's
you got to
true.
make sure this grill show.
wings on.
GST free. Then this helps you get back into shape when you wanted to make a return to...
Yeah, you want to eat the things that you need, especially for protein and energy.
Yep.
You know, I don't like taking a lot of vitamins and things of that nature. Food can do it.
And it truly did. Like, you're crossing your heart that this is...
You lost
this
weight.
is
It
the
works.
go.
I've lost a lot of weight. And as a matter of fact, when you travel, you don't get a chance to use your grill as much. You feel guilty about yourself. You really need to get home and get back to that.
And what about your
grilling.
wife?
Well, my wife loves it because I love to cook. And then all of a sudden, I'm the chef around the house. It's like, what do you want to eat, honey? That kind of thing.
You love to cook. You've got 9 kids. There's something else you like doing as well. You've got 9. Sorry.
I don't know how this is happening to me.
It's just happening. George, we are getting the wind-up from possibly one of the world's most brave floor managers. I wouldn't be winding him up. We're going to have to leave it there, but we might have a bit of a chow down during the ad break. That looks sensational. Thank you so much for dropping by this evening. And this is available, I guess, in all quality.
Yeah, you go to the Kmart's and the Big W, hey, you're going to find it.
And you just ask for George's cooking machine.
You tell them it's the lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine. You tell them that George.
Would you please thank Mr. George Foreman for... And coming up next, Laurie Zion with the latest in films. Thank you, George.
Well, George, good evening and thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
You obviously enjoy coming back to Australia. How many times have you been to see us?
This is my second trip only, but I do intend to make more trips. My kids begged this time, but I had to put it down, so that means that we need to come again.
There's a lot of kids too.
Yeah, there are a lot of kids. There are 9 children. Can you believe that? 4 boys, all named George.
And one on the way too, I understand.
Amen to that. I don't know how that happened.
I got a rough idea. George, you are, of course, one of the legends of boxing. You've achieved everything there is to achieve in the sport. Tell us how it all began.
Well, I started off as a dare, so to speak. It was 1966. I said I would be a boxer. And everybody said, no, you will not. And I took the challenge and had my first boxing match about that same time. And afterwards, I lost. I said I'd never do it again. And I've been proving things from that point on.
George, of course, you've fought the greats, Frazier, Muhammad Ali, Larry Holmes. You can tell us, who was the greatest, apart from you?
Well, I was in the ring with a lot of good fighters. I was hit the hardest by a fighter by the name of Ron Lyles back in 1976. But of course, Muhammad Ali was the toughest man I'd ever faced, because whatever I do to him, he did not let himself get down about it. He kept fighting. That was a tough man, and is to this day a tough man.
And he was also, as I recall, very quick for a big man.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't fight him. Well, fortunately for me, I didn't fight him in his days when he was a youth. But when I did fight him back in '74, he had some quickness left there. But he tricked me. He used the rope-a-dope. You see, he laid on the rope, and I, like a dumb dope, kept punching him till I got tired.
Yeah. The one I remember vividly, the bout with Frazier when you won the World Heavyweight Championship. Many thought you couldn't beat him. Not only did you beat him, but you knocked him out in the second round. Was that one of your best ever?
Well, Frazier, how would you like to, you look across the ring, you say you're going to fight for the title, and then those names like Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, all of them, Jack Dempsey, these names start running through your mind, racing through your minds, and you're thinking, I shouldn't be here. Then I see Joe Frazier coming in like a tank, and I'm thinking, I better do something. And I knocked him down, I got frightened and I kept him down. Finally, they stopped the fight, but he was a tough one.
They were the great days, but George, there's been plenty of controversies in boxing over recent years, and it seems it's probably at its lowest ebb, heavyweight boxing. Does boxing have a credibility problem?
Well, right now, with the last decision, the Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield fight, that just did not help. And hopefully they'll meet again and clear things up. All it takes is one good fight to put people back and the cheering section to bring them all back. But that just did not help for the time being.
Now, you're actually in Australia to promote the George Foreman, let me get it right, lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine. Now, there's a mouthful.
This grill has been, it cooks the meat quickly, almost microwave speed, and it does it because both sides are cooking, and you just let it down, and the slants and the grease and the fat just goes away.
Well, it's been a tremendous pleasure to talk to you, and thanks very much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me. All the best.
With this grill, I can cook just about anything. But how am I going to deal with the size of this duck?
A nice man, George Foreman. What a shame he flew back. We couldn't have him on the show. It would have been so wonderful to have George on the show with us.
I met him and he shook my hand like really limply. But I thought he doesn't have anything to prove. He doesn't need to go on my hand because he's proven himself already.
He has, but you said his hand was like
it's
very
like
soft.
a baby's bottom. It's really soft and all fleshy.
Funny
but don't tell him I said that.
No. Well, I think he's flown back out of the country now. So I think he's left the country now, yeah.
Because he's a cream puff. That's right, and that's what he did.
He's a girly man.
Hang on, I've just been told he hasn't left the country, he's watching now. And in fact, he's in the green room.
George Foreman? Oh,
yes.
No, he's incredible. No, that's...
This show is a knockout.
Live from the studios of the 9 Network Australia, entertainment core of the globe and on relay around the universe through Melbourne, Sydney, Hobart, Canberra, Papua New Guinea, Adelaide, Darwin, Perth and Brisbane. Welcome to your weekly dose of the best medicine with Tags, the Dick, the Duck and the rest of our crazy cast and crew on Australia's favourite weekend pastime. Hey, it's Saturday! And now, folks, here's Daryl!
Another big round coming up. You had George Foreman, the great George Foreman, alive and kicking on Wednesday night, Jason.
He's a fantastic character, Bruce.
Well, he can hear you, so you go up in his books again. He's with the Big Dipper right now. George, welcome to the Melbourne Cricket Ground.
All right, thanks a lot. Hey, Jason, the Dipper said he carried you for 7 years.
Oh, that's
17 years, not 7 years. Yeah, but you got 5 Super Bowl wins, huh?
That's exactly right,
All right, he said he carried you.
George, I'm not sure if you realise, but you're talking to the Big Dipper. The Dipper was a pretty rough character when he played footy. Have a look at this. Bang.
Oh, my God.
He's changed a bit too, George.
South Australia, he'll be playing at Football Park.
Oh, my goodness. You hate yourself now, George. And I heard he got the award for being the best sportsman, so to speak. How did that happen?
And George, he got the best and fairest. He was voted the best and fairest player in the competition one year, so we've got a funny old game, haven't we?
Oh, my goodness.
Don't believe everything you see, George. Don't believe that.
I would never play this game. No.
And what do you think of tonight's game? You've already shown your colours tonight.
Yeah, the Tigers, I'm really pulling hard for them, and I think that in the end they're going to prevail. Wonderful game, so much energy. These guys need to be boxers.
A lot of our international guests who come here can't believe the size of the ground.
Yeah, and these guys are kicking 50 and 60 yards like it's nothing. We need these guys at home.
Now, George, I know you're a fan of the game and you've seen quite a bit of it on TV, but seeing up close the athleticism, and I guess it's a little bit more endurance than what you're used to from the gridiron players back home.
Yeah, you know, now I got the Saints and then also now the Tigers. I got people to pull for, so it makes it more important to me.
The physicality of it, George. We've seen a lot of tough bumps in the first half. No protective gear. I mean, is that also an impressive part of the game for you?
Well, you know, you like the action, and then the most important is to see that ball moving, and these athletes never getting tired like that. What do you feed these guys over here?
George, what about the Melbourne Cricket Ground itself? It hosted the Olympic Games in 1956. It's a huge stadium. What did you feel when you came in and had a look at it today?
You know what? Just think about this. This stadium could have existed in any era. Then the Olympics coming back, what are we going to do? It's going to be hard to top this.
Yeah, it's a beauty, there's no doubt about that. Do you have a team back home? I mean, who do you support in American sports?
Well, I like all of the basketball, and then the Dallas Cowboys at home as far as the football. Now, I'm interested now that, you know, the Fox networks are bringing a lot of the Australian football to us. We love it.
So you get a chance to watch our game back
Yeah,
home?
we get a chance to like it, but you need a team that you can pull for, and that's what I've been liking, I think I have now.
And George, now that you've seen a bit of the game up close, you're a fair athlete yourself. Any chance that you might have adapted to this game?
Man, these guys hit me in the stomach once, and I'm dead.
We had the great Muhammad Ali here at grand final time. You get a chance to catch up with him?
Yeah, Muhammad and myself, we've become great friends over the years. I like being with him, and I'm sure he loved over here. This is exciting. The crowd love what they're watching. It's very exciting.
And George, finally, have you hung them up for good, or you're still going?
Yeah, I've said that so many times that I've decided not to even mention it anymore. There is a chance that Mike Tyson and me may put on the gloves before the year ends.
Well, if you need a hand, mate, come and call me, all right?
Okay, I do. Oh, my goodness, not you. This guy needs to be in a cage.
I've just taken a photo of that. That's a beauty. Thanks, George. Terrific. Oh, what a guy.
He's a
What a
sensational
guy.
character, isn't he?
A break. Back with more after this.